Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Addict, where sports it's all that matters. I know we're just a few days away from maybe one of the biggest trades in NBA history in recent years. Uh, the most recent, more surprising trade, in the last few years, I feel like has been Luka to the Lakers. Before this trade happened, I feel like the biggest in recent history was KD signing with the Warriors. I know it wasn't a trade, but still was like one of the biggest signings in history, in recent years. And with the Luka trade is more like a recent one of the biggest trades in NBA history, in recent years. I mean, I don't know which one is like. There's been so many trades throughout the NBA, history, rich history. And this is one of the most shocking trades I've seen in recent years, in recent history as well. Besides, the KD signing with the Warriors and stuff. But as a Laker fan, it was a little surprising, because there were no trade rumors or anything like that, if you think about it. I mean, yeah, Magic Johnson had made a few comments in the past, saying that the Lakers would be interested in getting Luka someday and stuff like that. But it was just, every so often they would say Luka, the Lakers wanted to get Luka, but you know how there's always been so many trade talks when it comes to the Lakers. And as a Laker fan, I started watching the NBA around the time when they were always talking about, you know, KD and Westbrook joining the Lakers, and making a big trade for, KD and Westbrook. Well, that trade was always a trade talk, KD Westbrook to the Lakers, which never happened to trade. I mean, we did trade for Westbrook, but we didn't get him in his prime. We got him when his prime was over, basically. We never got KD, stuff like that. We never got them in their prime. You know what I mean? Westbrook got to the Lakers, not in his prime. We never got KD. We never got KD in his prime. Well, right now we're not gonna get him. Obviously, he's almost time to retire. Getting close to that. So we didn't get KD in his prime, we're not getting KD right now. But we got Westbrook not in his prime. But that's what when I started watching the NBA. That's what the trade talks were always every year KD and Westbrook to the Lakers, but we never got them in their. We never got Westbrook in their prime. I mean, we got one of them, but we did not get KD at all. And with the Luka trade, we got him in his prime basically and stuff. I feel like this is one of the biggest trades in Laker history. The most recent one was, signing Shaq. And I feel like trading for Kobe and stuff like that. We started, and the Lakers started a new dynasty and stuff. But like the title of my video says, is this the start of a new Lakers dynasty? I mean, I know we're not there yet, but I mean, when the Lakers signed Shaq, and drafted Kobe, it took a few years, Kobe, I have a poster right here of Kobe. It says he arrived to the Lakers in 96, 96, 7, 8, 9. Like it took 4 years for us to, go to the championship. They would make the playoffs every year, but always come up short, but, and stuff like that. So I feel like the Luka trade is one of the, it almost feels like the Shaq trade. It feels like deja vu for, the Lakers. For me, it feels like that 'cause that's how the, you know, the Lakers dynasty started when Shaq and Kobe. I mean, it took time. First they signed Shaq, then they trade Kobe in the draft, for Kobe, you know, and stuff like that. It took time. It took time, but I mean, for me as a Laker fan, truly, for me, I was shocked and excited to have a superstar like Luka. But anyway, I want to talk about how this came into fruition. Well, the Lakers. Wait, let me see where I have that. Oh, here it was a 3D involving Mavericks, Lakers, and Utah Jazz. Each team received the following: the Mavericks, landed Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the Lakers 2029 first round pick. The Lakers received obviously Luka, Maxi Kleber, Morris, Markeith Morris, and then the Utah Jazz, received Jalen Hood, the LA Clippers 2025 second round pick, and the Mavs 2025 round pick. So it wasn't. So each team received something, but I feel like for me it's a win-win for Mavericks and Lakers. I feel like because for the Lakers, we get a young star. I mean, LeBron James is getting older. I feel like he's getting close. Maybe he retires after this season. And for me as a Laker fan, I felt like we didn't have, a plan moving forward from LeBron and stuff like that, and you know, and stuff. But I never thought they would trade Davis. I felt like we probably were gonna get a superstar during the summer. The scenario I was thinking would happen after this season would be LeBron retires, Davis stays with the Lakers, and they just sign a superstar during the summer. But I feel like nobody expected this trade. I did not expect this trade, but for me, it's a win-win for both teams because I feel like the Mavericks, are in win now mode basically because they have a young core. They have veteran players in Kyrie, NBA champion. They have Klay Thompson, another NBA champion. They have Anthony Davis, another veteran player with NBA championship experience. Having those three experienced players in the young core they have left, I feel like they're trying to make a run, for the championship, stuff like that. How I see the trade, but you know how they say it was they traded Luka because he was gaining a lot of weight and stuff like that. And then on the Lakers side, they said that Anthony Davis, he always gets constant. He gets always injured. It's constant. Injury after injury. And stuff like that. So they felt like he wouldn't make a impact with him and Luka on the same team. And stuff like that. But I feel, in my opinion, Davis. I know the Lakers did a lot. We traded a lot to get Davis, but I feel like he did all right. He did all right. He did all right. I feel like he won us a championship, but I feel like he did not have that much of a big impact like a Kareem or a Shaq, when they got traded to the Lakers. But I mean, he did give us a championship, but I never saw like that impact, that a Shaq or a Kareem. I mean, he did great for the Lakers. I feel like he brought us back a championship, Davis and LeBron brought us a championship, We can't ignore that. I mean, as a Laker fan, I was happy that LeBron and Davis were able to get, you know, a championship and all, but didn't really lead to a dynasty. We did not win the three-peat or the two-peat, like in the 80s, Magic, them, and the rest of the Lakers won back to back. Then we have the other dynasty, like Kobe and Shaq that won the three-peat, and stuff. Then Kobe won the two-peat, and then LeBron and Davis won us this. A few in 2020, they won us this last championship, but I never felt like Davis made like an impact, like a Shaq, like a Kareem. But I mean, he did great for the Lakers, those years that he spent with us, you know. I mean, but the injuries, I feel like the injuries, you know, I feel like impacted David not having that much of an impact like I'm saying like a Kareem or a Shaq and stuff like that. So I feel like this season I didn't think the Lakers had a plan, moving forward from LeBron, you know. So I felt like Davis was still gonna stay. I never expected this trade, but I mean, Luka is great, great player and stuff. It said, let me see. Oh, Luka won his first scoring title last year before leading the Mavericks to the NBA Finals. He's a five-time All NBA selection and a five-time All Star. So there's qualities in Luka. He's great. I mean, he can hit the three. You know, he's a good scorer and stuff like that. I know he just won his scoring title, his first scoring title last year. But I feel like with Luka getting traded to the Lakers, I feel like it's a start. If they can bring the right pieces around him, once, because I feel like this move was, I feel like it's a sign that LeBron probably will retire after this season or next season. And I feel like the Lakers did not have a plan moving forward from LeBron and stuff. But now with Luka, I feel like if we can get the right pieces around Luka, and create, have a great coach. I don't know if JJ Redick is the right man for the job, honestly, and stuff like that. But maybe he is. He just needs the right pieces and stuff. I mean, the Lakers are doing okay, but I don't see us as contenders. Honestly, LeBron getting there in age. We're fifth in the standings. We're not doing. We're 29 and 19. The top three teams are the Thunder 40 and 9. Grizzlies are 35 and 16, 32 and 18. Nuggets are 32 and 19 and stuff. I do not see us, well, I see the Lakers making the playoff, but I don't see us making a long run quite yet, and stuff. We probably will, you know, make it to the next round or maybe not even win the first round, looking at the teams we might face, and stuff. But I do feel like Luka's just the beginning, if the Lakers management, Rob Pelinka has always been criticized, and stuff. So I feel like with this trade, just like the beginning, I know we just signed a center and stuff, but I'll make another video talking about, you know, who's the center we, trade got before the deadline, before the trade deadline and stuff. You know, we signed. I knew they were gonna do something. I feel like moving forward, the Lakers have somewhat of a plan. They traded for Luka. We still needed a center. They just got the center. I feel like today. So I mean, I feel the Lakers are going on the right path if they do it correctly. If they sign the right players, feel the right coaching staff. Because you know, JJ is his first season. I mean, he doesn't have us like last year. We were like in sixth, I think, in the standing. So he has us in fifth right now. So I feel like nothing has really changed a lot. But I feel like we'll qualify for the playoffs. And I feel like next season, during the off season, the Lakers are going to be making a lot of moves and, try to create a contender and hopefully form another dynasty, with Luka you know, Luka and whoever else they sign as a superstar, and stuff like that. Or maybe we just get like supporting cast for Luka and Luka like carries, takes us like Kobe did when Shaq left. They just signed Pau Gasol, traded for Pau Gasol. I mean, and that helped Kobe, you know, win his fourth and fifth championship, and stuff. But he had like a supporting cast around him and those his fourth and fifth championship win, and stuff. But I really feel like if the Lakers, sign great players, supporting cast around Luka, build around Luka Dončić, I feel like we can become a contender next season or in the future, because we got Luka, like I say, in his prime, I was just gonna make a video talking about, the Luka trade, what the Lakers got and stuff like that. But I was like, nah, I feel like maybe talk a little bit more about like the past dynasties. Could this be a start to the could this be a start to a new Laker dynasty, and win another championship, win number 18, you know, in the future, and probably, pass the Celtics in championships, be the team with the most championships, as a Laker fan, as a diehard Laker fan. That's what we want to see every year. We want to see banners raised up, we want to see championships and stuff. But can this be the start of a new dynasty? Hopefully it is, I hope it is. Hope Luka can play well for the Lakers. There have been so many, there have been a lot of Lakers players have passed through the Lakers and which have not been, have not impacted, you know, the team in a positive way. We had like Dwight Howard, like his first stint with the Lakers, it did not work out. We had Dwight Howard and Steve Nash, when they signed those two players, but they were not in their prime anymore. I mean, they could still play, but yeah, I feel like that team ended in disaster because we did not win a championship. Then we go a little bit further. We have, when we have signed Gary Payton and Karl Malone, and we already had Kobe and Shaq. That team did not. I mean, they made it to the finals, but did not. It was a short stint, Gary Payton and Karl Malone stuff. I mean, they did make it to the final, but they lost, in five against the Detroit Pistons. So I just thought I'd mention those. Those are like teams that were supposed to be, not a dynasty, but championship contenders, and win a championship at least one and stuff. But that didn't happen. So not sure if that. Hopefully that's not the case with Luka. We trade for Luka, or most recently Anthony Davis. That I feel like he did make somewhat of an impact, but he didn't make like a big impact like a Kareem or a Shaq when they came to the Lakers. They Shaq won three. I quite don't remember how many Kareem won, but Davis and LeBron won one, and stuff. So I feel like it wasn't that much of an impact, you know. But hopefully with Luka, he comes to the Lakers, which plays well. He wins us a couple of championships, and the rest of history, or will it be like the teams that I mentioned that when we signed Dwight Howard and Steve Nash that it didn't work out. Then the Karl Malone and Gary Payton didn't work out. We didn't win a championship and stuff. They made it to the finals. Like I'm saying, hopefully with Luka, the outcome is different. We won multiple championships. But anyway, what do my fellow NBA fans think? Is this Could this be the start of a new dynasty? Leave your guys' comments down below. Or if you're a Laker fan watching this video, what do you guys think about the trade? Can Luka win us multiple championship, or will this trade be a disaster like the rest of the teams like we had in the past, Dwight Howard and Steve Nash team and the Gary Payton and Karl Malone team? That was a stacked team, but we didn't win the championship. So leave your guys' comments on what you think. If you're a Laker fan or an NBA fan, like I said, leave your guys' comment if this is the beginning or start, however you want to call it, of a new Laker dynasty. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Until next time, and don't forget, this is Sports Addict, where sports, it's all that matters.